Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Seattle Seahawks. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on the 26-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready? Count to 60, count to 60.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. If you look at this Browns defense, they played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He finds his man complete. It's Romero. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he fires one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go! Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Fix the eagle! Fix the eagle! Ready?
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 3. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Higgins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Sanders. Running right. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Down the left sideline. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Lutzel looked at the extra point. And it's good. And they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give. Here's Judkins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Come on, come on.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. This short. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Seahawks have recovered. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A 2nd fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a 2nd one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, They've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Flag. Cowboy 80. Steady.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Running left is Walker. What's running? And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw is Sanders. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jamari Thrash, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about them.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. We're calling luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Sanders will try to pick it up himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First down.
A give up the middle. Jenkins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Come on. Hey.
36-yard
60 boxes. Cougar 60 boxes. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Moore, the man in motion.
Panther 11. Warriors 70.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Sanders to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
60
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Sanders. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing, Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
135 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 79.
Looking to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick up big yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. One's good on the extra point. And the round is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Here we go.
First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete to Moore. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Moore, the man in motion.
First down, Cleveland.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
34, Browns 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 3.
70, 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Rumble, 18.
Play action. It's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Browns, first down.
Come on. Hey,
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
let's go now.
Back to throw. Sanders. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now he's going to step up and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Cowboy, 79. Warriors, 70.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Japanese. Panther 60, Panther 70, Timberwolves.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Romero. He's got room at the 30. Still going. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have opened the lead up to 30. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Go!
Once again, Jenkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they can't bring him down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And the Browns first down.
Jenkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
David Njoku from 10 yards out. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
6-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Go! Viking 18! Ready?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
That's taken in by Arroyo. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They're going to look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Ready up! 60, let's go now. Go!
A give for Walker running right.
Pass for 20.
186 yards on the ground for him now as
he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
He'll try to run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Rocco 80.
And they take a knee.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Browns first down.
First down, right back to Jenkins.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. We'll swing this out to Jenkins.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Sanders.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
To throw is Sanders. That's caught left side by Judy.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Hartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they will take a knee here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Walsh. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third down and 6.
Here we go. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Walsh. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sanders. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw now, here's Sanders. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Sanders to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
60 Bison.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And they take a knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them